Hi everyone. I'm here documenting my second fast. It's actually day number 2. I didn't record anything yesterday. If you aren't familiar with me or my story, I have been using the Masterfast system since November last year. The 2nd of July 2023, and I started using Masterfast system on the 21st of November last year, 2022. So I actually completed an 89-day fast. I broke my fast after 89 days and then went into the post-fast protocol, which I had been following. I had a few deviations, but I pretty much successfully managed to get through it without too many major hiccups or deviations from the path. Many lessons learned though, and yeah, I definitely could have broken the fast a little bit better. So here I am going in for round 2. The fasting, you kind of make it a bit of a lifestyle. It's like servicing your car, but you're servicing your body. I know that I definitely have more waste and toxicity to clear. I have had a friend who is familiar with iridology. He had a look in my eyes and he could see drug lines still in my eyes, so I know that I still have some stuff to clear. I actually just really enjoy the fasting process and the way that it makes me feel. So this is me going in for round 2. Now, I had intentionally set this fast to be a 3-week fast, which is a 21-day fast. However, there's a part of me that thinks I might go longer. This is what I did last time. I didn't really have a set time period. I just kind of kept increasing it until I felt like I was ready to break it. So initially I have set it at 21 days, but we'll see what happens. One of my goals for this particular round is that I want to become a little bit more consistent with my dry fasting, and I find it really hard to dry fast when I'm eating. Or dry fast around an eating schedule. So yeah, that was another reason why I wanted to jump into a fast, was to just get a little bit more consistent with my dry fasting schedule. I just feel like maybe 3 weeks isn't enough time to do that. So I was just reflecting on that today and I was like, maybe I should just push it out to 4. But we will see what happens. I'm never one to just like set firm goals. I like to be able to have room to move. But, have a goal as like a general guideline, if that makes sense. What have I been feeling? Day 2. So yesterday I actually felt amazing. I just felt like so much euphoria in starting the fasting process again. I actually really, really enjoyed, as I said. I caught up with a friend. I was out till late last night, just on the liquids. Yeah, today I got up and I was feeling quite productive. I must admit that today I did feel a little bit more lethargic in towards the middle of the day and onwards. But I actually sense that that was more of an emotional thing, because I noticed a lot of emotions are rising up in me. I actually just moved house and I was unpacking a whole lot of stuff and reorganizing, and I came across some old photo albums and just looking at pictures of me and my brothers and my family, and I was getting really emotional and I had a little tear come to my eye, and I was just thinking about how much I miss my family. And usually I don't get so emotional about these things. Like, I know that I miss my family, but it doesn't really move me to the point of tears. But today I found myself becoming a lot more emotional at just things that were coming up. So I think it is definitely a big part of this process when you're fasting. It's very much an emotional detox, as well as the physicality and so forth, and the waste within our body. So I was actually quite surprised that this was coming up so soon. It's only day 2. Apart from that's pretty much it. I just really felt like being quite lazy. I didn't feel like doing anything. Usually I'm quite motivated to research and read stuff, and I just didn't really feel like it today. I just really chilled out. I just did a little bit of unpacking, a little bit of stuff around the house, but I just didn't really feel. I actually just felt like I needed to just nurture myself and be still. So that's what I did, and I just went with that. In terms of any physical symptoms other than that, I just recently just started to get a lot of gurgling in my stomach. So I wonder if, yeah, it's parasite related. Now, another thing that I want to mention, and I am a bit of an explorer. I like to experiment with different things. As long as I'm not going too far off the beaten path, I do like to just try a few different things. And on this particular, so technically I'm veering off the Master Fast protocol just slightly because I am experimenting with taking turpentine oil, pure turpentine oil, not the turpentine that you buy at the shops and put it to use for, I don't know, whatever you use turpentine terps for. It's the essential oil, pure turpentine oil. And it is an extremely, well, reportedly extremely powerful parasite killer. It is not condoned by the Master Fast system because it isn't oil. And if you know anything about mucusless diet healing system, oils are obstructive to the body. And I do respect Arnold Ehret's works in the mucusless diet healing system. I think it's just incredible knowledge, and I do subscribe to that health philosophy. However, given that I'm taking the turpentine oil in a very small amount, I'm not really seeing it as being overly obstructive to my system. So I'm going to experiment with it because I did actually have one of my friends during the last round of fasting that I just helped, or just kind of helped my friend, guided her through that a little bit. She actually decided to experiment with the turpentine oil and she pulled out like 45 extremely massive tapeworms. And I had a lot of tapeworms come out in my first fast, and other like pinworms and other things, flukes and so forth. But the amount of worms that she had coming out was incredible. So I was immediately intrigued, and I knew that I wanted to try and use the turpentine oil in a fasted state. So here I am, this is me doing it. So full disclosure, I am veering off the path a little bit here. But yeah, that's me. And that's what we have as free will, is to, to do what we want, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just the gurgling, feeling a little bit flat, a little bit emotionally heightened. Apart from that, I'm feeling pretty good. I did actually notice just one observation. So if you are familiar with Arnold Ehret's works, he talks about how the tongue is your mirror, and the state of your tongue represents the state of your insides, particularly your colon. And I did notice today that I did have quite a thick coating on my tongue. And one of the tests that Arnold Ehret says for your magic mirror is that you fast for 3 days and you'd be able to see a coating on your tongue, and that reflects the state of your insides. So I definitely have some stuff going on, given that I did have a coating. Now, I have been living a pretty clean lifestyle since I broke the fast. However, I don't know if you just heard my stomach there, it's just a massive growl. However, I did kind of stray from the path in terms of eating. I was eating some mucus forming foods. I was eating some legumes. I was eating cashews. And then I was eating some other nuts like Brazil nuts and so forth. And yeah, I kind of went a little bit overboard on those things. And I knew that this was like a definitely me still in this transition phase, because before I started my fasting journey, I was not intending to go and become like a frugivore or a fruitarian, but here I am. So it's been a fast transition, and I'm still trying to catch up with it all. So yeah, I definitely strayed from the path, and I've pulled myself back. So I know that, yeah, I've definitely done some, well, added back in terms of like mucus forming foods and so forth. So that's just another observation. The magic mirror, the tongue, is showing me that I have some work to do. I definitely feel a lot more relaxed in this fasting journey, I think, because I do have that experience now. Just sliding back into the protocol was very natural. I just kind of picked it up. I didn't really even need to go and look at the protocol. I know it. I know what to do. It's habitual now. And even though it's been a number of months since I've been on the protocol, yeah, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable with it. And just the ease of being on the fast. The fast is so easy. It's like And I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but, like, one of the reasons why I do wanna come into these shorter fasts and not go well, yeah, maybe 21 days isn't really that short, but it's a lot shorter than 3 months, is practicing breaking the fast. Like, that's the hardest part, is, like, what do you do after the fast? And as I said, I didn't do it the best the first time, and now I wanna go back and I wanna refine that process more, and I wanna pull out some more waste and maybe pull out some more emotional things that are keeping me attached to certain foods. So, yeah, that's my intention. My intention is to practice dry fasting a little bit more and try and be able to integrate that more consistently once I break the fast, or just get more into consistent lifestyle pattern with that. And then also practice breaking the fast again and maintain consistency and grounding, emotional grounding throughout that process. So that's pretty much it.